And welcome to the sixth race of season 2 for the Diecast Influence race. Sorry it's taking a bit longer, been full of midterms and stuff, business school. But anyway, on to the rules. It's gonna be infinite number of laps. Once there's 20 cars left, we'll go to 3 final laps. If you end up on your side or on your roof, you're all out. If you fall off the track, you're still in as long as you're on your wheels. You also get a bonus point for leading every lap. They'll run 5 in groups of 8 on down to the final 3 laps, which will move to 10 calls. With that, that's all the rules. Random starting order, and yeah. But yeah. Anyway, let's go on and get starting lineup. Josh Snyder qualified on pole there, looking pretty good. Got a pretty good call with Glenn Hoying right behind him. Here we go. First, lap 1, we got Josh Snyder from Next Gen Diecast, then Glenn Hoying from Re-Race Diecast, then Crazy Jeff from Cold Wheels Racing, then Mark Edgerton from M&M Diecast Racing. Then we got the Crazy Canuck from White Knuckle Motor Shop, then Ivan Air from Thunderoo Raceway, then Dale Alexander from Bay City Diecast Racing, and Matthew Hoying from World Cup of Diecast. Here we go, lap 1. There's Josh Snyder getting out to a good lead. Oh, looks like we lost someone up front, but Josh Snyder with Crazy Jeff right behind him. Getting Crazy Jeff right way around. Crazy Jeff spins around. Josh Snyder pulls away. The Josh Snyder leading lap 1. Crazy Jeff right behind him. And here comes Glenn holding it down for third. And then that's Matthew Hoying in fourth. I believe that's Mark upside down. There's Ivan Air and Dale. Next group. Got Triple B from Cheap Thrills Racing, Louise Dip from Legacy Diecast Racing, Scoop from Poverty Hollow ADOC, then it is Sharky from Vulcan Raceway, then Chris Lowley from Toon Tracks Racing, then Josh Miller from 4-6 Racing, then Cole Pierce from Goat 1.64 Racing, and Mark Taylor from Myers Racing DLC. There you go. It's Jeffrey Louise Dip getting better jump, but Triple B got ahead. Now they get their Alexander back going. They pile up there. Still Alexander and Sharky. Moving down, Sharky. Try and find a way around. I don't think he can. It's going to be Dale Alexander and Sharky. As everyone else piled up right there. I think we lost someone. I don't know, though. Oh, yeah, there's Chris Lowley. Next group, we got John Snow from Lamu Racing, David Davis from Tiny Hot Rods Association, Jacked Up from Chaos Canyon, Racing Jason, also from Toon Tracks Racing, Sneaky Bob from Vapor Racing, Matthew Perez from Gravity Tracks Grand Prix, Bolo Brown, your current points leader, from Miniature Car Racing, and Steve Stevenson, also from Chaos Canyon. Here we go. There's David Davis getting the better jump there with Jason right behind him. They go fly by Ivan as David flipped over and gets back on his wheels. He's still going as it's Jason with Ivan close behind. It's gonna be Jason, Ivan, then Jon Snow, then Matthew Perez as close finish down to the line. There's Sneaky Bob and Bolo Brown, Steve Stevenson. I don't know what happened to David. He's somewhere. Take a look at this finish. Jason almost put Ivan off the track. Just crossed the line though. Next group, we got Dave, also from Re-Race Diecast. Then we got Dallas Stevens from Meal Ticket Raceway, the V-Man from Norman Byrne Racing, the G-Man from Diecast Hallucination Racing, then Malice from Caribbean Diecast Racing, Luther Church from War on I-64, Greasy G from Campo Creek Run, and Ned Munson from Tiny Track Racing. Here we go. There looks to be Dave getting the better jump with the V-Man close behind. They fly by Bolo Brown. Bolo gets back going though. As seems like we lost Dave as that's Steve getting back going in. It's gonna be Steve. Then comes the G-Man. Then the V-Man. I don't know what happened to everyone else. Oh, there's Bolo and then someone right there. Luther and Ned stuck and there's Dave and someone else. Final group, we got Romeo from KOCH Racing, Frank Klein from Red Pill Racing, Aaron Bird from Hot Wheels Calgary, then Aaron Yonder from the Junkyard Joust, Randy the Tooth Fairy Jr. from Silverback Racing, Daniel Herman from Buddha Hills Race Complex, Jim D from Indiana Diecast Racing, Jeff A from Jeff A Speedway, and John Tran from Transport Racing. Here we go there. Looks to be Romeo getting bird jump with Aaron Bird close by. So we lost Randy. As it's Romeo Frank. Oh, they get Ned Munson back going as Romeo continues to lead. Ned's coming right behind him. Oh, they knock Below Brown off, but it's going to be Romeo Franklin. Here comes Greasy G. There's Ned and Jim D getting stuck as it's Bolo off track. That's Darryl Stevens upside down. As there's Aaron Bird and everyone else. Chaotic first lap here. As we've lost, I believe that's 11 cars. Down to 29 with Josh Nye keeping the lead. Here we go. We got Josh Nye, Crazy Jeff, Glenn Holding, Matthew Holding, Dale Alexander, Shulky, Racing Jason, and Ivanator. Here we go. That is close battle, but it's Crazy Jeff getting the better jump. Josh Nye. Oh, Crazy Jeff flipped over. Someone went flying by. I don't know who. It's Glenn Holding now with the lead. It's going down. Oh, he spun out. He stopped there. No one crossed the lines. There's everyone else. Next group, we got Jon Snow, Matthew Perez, Steve Stevenson, the G-Man, the V-Man, Romeo Franklin, and Greasy G. As Jon Snow getting the better jump with Steve close behind him. Here they go. They're going to get Racing Chase back going. Matthew Perez, I believe, wrecked hard. Jon Snow spun out. Here comes Steve. Runs in Glenn Holding. But Steve gets around. Oh, he goes off the track and Glenn flips. No one's finished yet. It says Jon Snow. And I believe that's Racing Jason. And everyone else just piled up right there. Hey, next group we got Ned Munson, Jim D, Jacked Up, Malice, Triple B, Cole Pierce, Mark Taylor, and Sneaky Bob. There looks to be Ned getting the better jump for our Jim. Oh, he spun around. They get Greasy G back going. His Jim's over. Greasy G spawns. It's a huge group. It's Greasy G out ahead. Here they go. They hit Glenn Holding, but it's going to be close. I don't know who got that. Someone else came in. That was close between Glenn. No, it was Ned Munson and Greasy G. I don't know who led the lap. But let's take a look at the replay. Here comes Greasy G. Ned Munson. Coming right there. I think it was Greasy G. We got Ned Munson as it was close. Final group, we got Aaron Bird, Aaron Yonder, John Tran, Bolo Brown, and Jeff A. That's Aaron Yonder getting the better jump. And as Aaron Bird seems spun out, Aaron Yonder gets stuck there and everyone else wrecks. Crazy lap. Here we go. We are already down to 15 cars. We're going into final 3 laps now. As Greasy G has the lead. A lot of people DNF there. Here we go, lap 3. We got Greasy G, Ned Munson, Malice, Jacked Up, Mark Taylor, Sneaky Bob, Cole Pierce, Jon Snow, Shulky, and Matthew Holding. Here we go. As Ned Munson getting better jump. We lost someone already, but it's Ned Munson now ahead. Greasy G close behind, Malice in third. Here comes Greasy G, losing the big ground. Ned still out ahead. As it's Ned Munson coming down to lead this lap. As everyone's falling off the track there. As Greasy G's coming in for second place. So many people fell off. Ooh, Shulky, Malice, and Mark Taylor. There's Cole Peters. But a lot of people didn't. But we only lost 3 cars. Some fast ones, be it. As, ooh, Sneaky Bob's upside down up there. With Matthew Holding and Jon Snow. Alright, we got the G-Man, Romeo, Dale Alexander, John Tran, and Aaron Yonder. That is Romeo getting out ahead. The G-Man close behind. Dale Alexander. Oh, the G-Man wrecks as it's Romeo, then Dale Alexander. Comes Romeo around. Go by Cole Pierce. It's Romeo, then Dale Alexander slowly coming in. There's Cole Pierce. I was out. Then there's John Tran. I don't know what happened to Aaron Yonder. Oh, he flipped. Alright. We have 8 calls left. Not that many. So, it's going to be really close. Ned Munson takes the lead here. Here we go. Lap 4, we got Ned Munson, Greasy G, Romeo, Dale Alexander, Cole Pierce, John Tran, Jon Snow, and Matthew Holding. Here we go. That looks to be Ned Munson getting a really good jump. Romeo in second. Oh, he spun out. Romeo goes out ahead. Everyone piles up there. It's Romeo. Here comes Ned Munson. Charging back. Can he get by? No, he can't. Oh, it's close, but it's Romeo. Oh, Cole Pierce and Jon Snow came in right close. Then it's Greasy G. It's Romeo, Ned Munson, Jon Snow. Oh, Cole Pierce, Jon Snow, then Greasy G. As no one DNF'd. Dale Alexander, John Tran, and Matthew Holling got caught up further. But here we go into the final lap. Got Romeo, Ned Munson, Cole Pierce, Jon Snow, Greasy G. Dale Alexander, John Tran, Matthew Holling. It's gonna be whoever can get the better push from behind. Romeo has a really good pusher right behind him. Let's see. As Ned Munson gets the better jump, Romeo's right behind him though. It's Jon Snow around the outside. It's Ned Munson now. Oh, they pile up and Ned's wrecked. Oh, everyone's piling in. And Romeo drives over Ned Munson to take the lead. He's just gonna cruise on down. And Romeo will take his first win as he drove over Ned Munson. Cole Pierce looks to get second and Jon Snow in third. Good finishes for both of them. There's Matthew Holding, John Tran, and Greasy G. Here's a look at your finishing results. I'm surprised Romeo even drove over Ned Munson for the win. But hey, gotta do what you gotta do to get the win. And so let's take a look at the points. And last, we have Daniel Herman with 54, Ivan 65, Chris Lowley 85, Glenn Holling 95, Mark Taylor 96, Jon Snow 98, and then Aaron Bird and Aaron Young are tied with 101. The two Aarons tied. Alright. Then we got the Crazy Canuck with 103, Tooth Fairy with 104, Steve Stevenson, Racing Jason tied with 106, the V-Man with 110, Scoop with 111, and Luther Church with 112. All these guys below the cut line, of course. And then we've got Frank Klein with 115, first one below the cut line. Then Sneaky Bob Entry B tied with 116, Mark Edgerton, Jim D tied with 117, Ned Munson with 118, and Dave and Malice tied with 126. Then we've got David Davis with 138, Matthew Perez 141, Josh Miller 142, Sharky 144, Cole Pierce 145, the G-Man Romeo tied with 146, and Louise Dip with 148. And then we got Dale Alexander, Josh Lyon, and Dallas Stevens tied with 153, Matthew Holling with 159, Jeffrey and Greasy G tied with 178, Crazy Jeff with 189, Bolo Brown with 190, and your new points leader, John Tran, with 192. Here's a look at the starting lineup. Romeo going back-to-back, winning and then getting on pole, and John Tran, the new points leader, getting second place starting spot. Hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.